The Israelites was taking over people. Cassandra, I got a question, sis. Why, as a nation of people, we the only people that love black on black crime? We the only people that shoot each other in the street. Why is that? Is that by coincidence?
Bring it out.
You said it's not by coincidence. So why? What happened to it? Like, why we get there? How we got to that way? That's the biggest question. What happened to the so-called black and Hispanic man and woman? They ain't never showed us who he is. What's going on, sis? What's your name? I can't hear you. Cassandra. I got a question, sis. Why, as a nation of people, we the only people that love black on black crime? We the only people that shoot each other in the street. Why is that? Is that by coincidence? Give me the one today. Huh?
That's right. Bring it out.
You say it's not by coincidence? So why? What happened to it? Like, why we get that? How we got that way? That's the biggest question. What happened to the so-called black and Hispanic man and woman?
Get out.
Huh? It was taught. Watch this now. Out of the Bible. You see these right here? This is what they call us, right? But according to the Bible, we got chosen people.
That's right.
Before we got on slave ships, we was called these right here.
That's right.
We was called the sons and daughters of God. The sons and daughters of God didn't act like this. So what happened? You finna read what happened. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
So this is, you ever heard of the history about Moses saving the Israelites out of Egypt, right? So he's talking to the Israelites. He said, look, it shall come to pass, meaning it's going to happen years, 1,000 years. Because the Israelites was taking over people. It wouldn't happen right then. He said it shall have to read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said, our ancestors, if y'all ain't obeying the laws of God, in latter time, I'm going to bring these curses upon y'all. Now we finna see who picked these curses today. Because he's talking to the real Jews. He said the Jews in latter time, y'all are going to be abided by these curses because y'all don't want to obey God's voice. Read verse 16.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16.
Yeah.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So that goes back to my question. God says, look, the real Jews, y'all going to be cursed in the city. Why do you think it's high crime in our neighborhood? Why do you think it's black on black violence in our streets? Why do you think it's so much committing adultery and fornication in our neighborhood? That's a curse according to the Bible. Read that again.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So God said y'all going to be a cursed people in the city, read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
He said the real Jews don't have to go in those fields. What you doing in those fields? What the real Jews doing in those fields? What nation of people was picking cotton in cotton fields? This is talking about the Israelites.
Right.
We the only people that went through them atrocities. We God's chosen people. Read verse 32. Verse 32.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32.
Bring it out.
Thy son and thy daughter
So our sons and our daughters, what's going to happen to them?
shall be given unto another people.
So when we got off the slave ship, our sons and our daughters, remember we talked to Jews. He said your sons and your daughters going to be given to another people.
Bring it out.
Who that happened to? What nation of people that happened to? What am I proving?
Bring it
We
out.
Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
Read it again.
Thy son and thy daughter shall be given unto another people.
What's going to happen?
And thy eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long.
Why he said our eyes gonna look and fail with longing? It was nothing we can do about it.
That's right.
Once God put these curses on you, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
You know.
Why you think? The question is, how can big early Negroes be ran by 5 little white scrawny guys? That's the curse of God. You understand that? They just ain't woke up one morning and be like, oh, they gonna get them niggas over there. God said this is gonna happen to the real Israelites today. God said this is gonna happen to the real Israelites today. Now let me ask you a question. Slave ship. We done ran through sons and daughters, we cursed. What about slave ships? That's in the Bible. Let's see, let's get it. Let's get it. Guess what? It's time to wake up our people.
That's right.
We the greatest people on this earth, but guess what? We're not living like it. Why? Because we disobey God's commandments.
Right.
We can get up out of here, these curses right now. Read verse 68.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68.
Bring it out.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Hold on. Read that up again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
So the Lord said He's going to bring us into Egypt. Now, last time I checked, we was already fine. We went into Egypt one time, but we walk out of Egypt. The word Egypt means slavery or bondage. You got to get it. The word Egypt means bondage. But this time, let's see how we're going to go into bondage this time. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And God said, this time y'all going to slavery. Y'all going to slave ships.
Bring it out.
The real Jews is going on the slave ships. What's going to happen?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
He said, by the way I'm telling y'all hard-headed, you got to think. Still today, we are hard-headed people.
Bring it out.
God said, y'all Negroes, but he called them Jews. Jews, Israelites, y'all some hard-headed people. So that's what this time, y'all going to be going on slave ships. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
The way I'm telling you, Reed.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
So we ain't going to see our homeland no more again. As a nation of people, we never went back to Africa.
Bring it out.
We never went back to Israel.
Bring it out.
He's telling you, you ain't going to see it no more right now. Continue reading.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So God says, when you got off from slave ships,
Bring
come
it
to the
out.
Israelites, you're going to be sold unto your enemies.
Bring it out.
That's why your last name, what's your last name? Cooley. We got some Williamses. We got some Roberts.
Bring it out.
We were sold to our slave masters.
Bring it out.
Again, who he talking to? Who he talking to? He talking to the Jews.
That's right.
So what that make you today? We descendant of those Jews.
That's right.
We the children of slave trade.
Right.
We were brought to this country to repent and turn back to the Lord thy God.
Right.
Continue reading.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen,
For slave man
and bondwomen.
and slave woman, and guess what? Y'all was with us too. You gotta think about it on those slave ships. When y'all be on y'all mission. You understand that sense what they did to us on those ships? We didn't just get up and like, Master, I go to the bathroom. No. You laid in there. You understand that? That's why he called that our enemies. Continue reading.
And no man shall buy you.
That word buy means redeem. That's an old quick word meaning redeem or save. No man was going to be save us from this. No man. Martin Luther King tried. Nat Turner tried. Malcolm X tried. Everybody tried. Toussaint Louverture for my brothers in Haiti. He tried. God said nobody was going to save us from that. You understand that? Give me, go back to 2 Thessalonians real quick. So what that make us today? We descendants of the Jews. Now, is it just, no, give me Deuteronomy 10 and verse 12 real quick. Now, is it just about talk? What's going on?
Hold on. How you doing? It's Cassandra, right? So Cassandra, do you understand what he brought out with this? So all this actually happened to us, right? And when I say us, who am I referring to?
Bring it out.
Black people, right? So what does the Bible call them? So if this happens to the black people, right? What does the Bible call them? I'm just reading that Deuteronomy. The Jews, right? But also the Israelites, right? So that's what we got to understand, right, Mr. Cassandra? It's not just knowing that we're black, but we got to understand what we did as a people that we fell off from God. Because people look at it and see already, like in the world, that we pretty much dominate everything, whether it's sports, entertainment, anything we put our hands to, we thrive at it. So we got to ask, like, okay, if we're just good as a people, why is it that we're at the bottom, right? So what did we do to be wrong? And the answer is, what is also bringing out. So these are the things that we did wrong. So we got to figure out what we must do to do right. So there's a good thing too, because we can see where we went off, and then we can also see how to get back right. So I want to bring something for you real quick. I'm let it back up. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. So first we got to understand how we went off so we can get back right with God. Because if we stay keep on doing the wrong thing, we'll never get back right, will we? It's kind of like if you go to work, right? If you go to work and you got a job, you depend on that job to pay your bills, right? If you don't go to work, do you get paid? You got to go to work, right? So you got to make a change. So we're going to see what change we got to make as a people, right? Oh, yeah, we done with this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Mr. Sanders, we're going to deal with that second part, right? It said a man shouldn't wear what pertains to a woman. So what item of clothing do men wear today, predominantly a lot now, that is a woman's garment? That you see. The dresses, right? So a lot of men are wearing dresses today, right? That's a woman's garment. Because back in this time right here, in 1619 and 1492, our forefathers, they weren't wearing dresses. They wasn't doing that thing. This is a new thing in the earth. We started wearing dresses now currently. And they make it seem like it's such a normal thing that everybody kind of just overlooks it. But the Bible said what? Read it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination to the Lord thy God.
Right, so it said all that do so are abomination to the Lord thy God, right? So we dealt with the men. The men are wearing dresses today, and that's wrong according to the Bible. Now let's do with that first part. Read that first part again real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Let's get Sandra. What item of clothing do our sisters wear now, predominantly today, that's actually an item of clothing that belongs to a man? A lot of them kind of think it's okay now because they've been doing it for so long, but it's actually a man's garment. So what do a lot of our sisters wear today that is considered a man's garment? Say it again. Okay, you got boxers, right? But something that we can more so see my openly, because I can't see your boxers. I can't see you wearing boxers or not. But something that if I was to walk outside, I'm looking around right now, I can see my sisters. What is an item of clothing that belongs to a man that most of them do wear? Pants, that's it right there, pants. So a lot of times our sisters think that women's pants is a normal thing, but no. So we're going to go right back again. In 1619 and 1492, when we was in the cotton fields, our sisters and whatnot, the picking cotton, they didn't have on pants. They wore dresses. So back then, they knew the difference between a man's garment and a woman's garment.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is